You know what? It didn't work as intended, but anyways, good evening, everybody, and welcome back to the streams. Okay, so first of all, I need to adjust this, like, game window over here. Okay, let me just put it in my other mode. Okay, there we go. Now I got sound, and before I continue too much further here, I need to, like, set up all of my windows here. Okay, I need my chat window over here. I got my game window, I got my volume. Yo, hello, welcome to the stream. Okay, is everything alright? It's kind of weird because I don't usually stream like with mouse and keyboard, so because of this I had to have a completely different setup over here. But it's fine, we got it, we figured it out. And yeah, so we're here. Viscera cleanup detail. This is a one-off stream. Just came back from a streaming break, and it was fun. I will go into detail on many things, I suppose, probably on this stream, and we will do that as we just clean up. So that's what we do in this game. Anyways, I have my sound, I believe, down to 30% because that's, after doing some testing, I believe that's the most optimal place where I should have it. Let me lower my own, like, headphones volume here, and yeah, let's just go in. Let's just go in there. I haven't dropped any streams yet. We're actually streaming at 60 frames per second again because, you know, this game can run at 60. Tales of Legendia didn't run at 60. Speaking of, right before I started the stream was like when my Tales of Legendia stream, my last Tales of Legendia stream expired. So it is gonna be like a clean slate with this one. Except for that one Klonoa stream that I actually have uploaded, not just, you know, saved. Anyways, let's see. I've never really try anything besides solo here, but you know, solo will probably be the way to go. I saw your Fate-related Twitter post. Will you still watch the new movie that you wanted to watch before getting to the Fate series? So, oh yeah, absolutely. I will go again. I will go into detail on my Fate adventure. As you can see from the stream title here, on Unlimited Messworks. I'm still in the mood for Fate, even if Fate wasn't like as surprising as I was hoping it would be, but nonetheless, you got some safe houses. Oh yeah, I don't really mess around with that game. Clean up, speedrun. I'm not gonna do any speedruns. Okay, so worksite. I've done Athena's Reds and some other one. I don't remember what it was, but whatever. This, you can see like the time it takes over there. Okay, maybe you can't see it because it's tiny, but it does says like size, medium, and average length, like 1 hour and 30 minutes. Medium, 1 hour. I don't expect this to be a particularly long stream, so we can probably do this for like, yeah, waste disposal sounds just fine. Let's just go ahead and go with that. Game rules. Disable sniffer, no, we can keep that one. No time limit, I don't want that. Footprints, none. Does footprints will double your time in here. Don't do footprints. Trust me, it's a bad idea. Okay, and this is what I need to set up here. Start work. Okay, let me just keep check. Okay, I have to like twist my neck more because of the current setup that I have. Okay, let me just do something. Just get there. We go. Alright. So, name, janitor, age, 24. Creepily accurate, bro, other than that. Tragic events within the facility's waste disposal sector have led to an unusually unhygienic situation. It is required of you to clean whatever filth will come off the walls, but keep in mind that an inspector will be arriving shortly and will expect proper sanitation protocol to be followed. If you should fail to present a job well done, you must you may just find yourself in a worse mess than before in more ways than one. Basically gonna kill me if I don't do this correctly. Okay. I don't understand games that put tiny text. That's my major dislike of Tales of Xillia. Even though it's my favorite game, I do have quite a few dislikes about it. Yeah, even your favorite games won't be perfect. Yeah, I think tiny text just became a norm with HD games because they just assumed people would get much bigger screens and therefore they could make the text smaller because the bigger screens would make up for it. And it didn't really work that well. Anyways, so this is Viscera cleanup detail. You got a mop, you can clean, you can pick stuff up and drop it, and our goal is to make sure this place is clean. We got tools to make it, we got buckets over here to, you know, clean our mob when we like, you know, say I clean this wall, want it to clean now, so you just do that. Now the mob is clean again. Yeah, it's basic stuff, and you know, this is where the viscera part of the game comes from. It's a little bit but we'll figure it out. It's okay. It's all right. We got this laser gun thing. That'll be necessary for things and stuff. Let's see. I got the sniffer. I think like one mode tells you about like spills and blood and all of that, and then the other one tells you about, you know, trash and body parts and all of that. So, you know, we'll use this towards the end of our cleanup session, because that'll for now we'll be able to clearly see all of the mess that is over here. Eventually we won't be so lucky about that. This kind of reminds me of how Half-Life 2 looks. Yeah, imagine like Half-Life 2, but you're not shooting, you're not doing the shooting, you're doing the cleanup after the shooting. So, you know, as that. Okay, we got like a vending machine here. We can choose stuff like first aid supplies. That's not for us, by the way. These are there are things where we have to put first aid supplies on. You don't actually take damage in this game. You can die, but you don't take damage. It's just, you know, solar flares, white floor signs for some reason. Okay, lantern though. We probably could use one of these. Let's see. There we go. So now we can see properly. And let's just like examine the vicinity here. Okay, so here's where we have our trash biohazard box thing. You can just put your trash in here. That's what it's there for. And we need one last very important thing about our operation. It's not over here. My desktop background is dynamic, so it keeps changing colors between really like bright, almost white, and dark, like almost black, and it's going to drive me up the fucking wall. I might have to like midstream change my desktop background so I don't like die. Okay, and here's the punch-o-matic. This is where you punch out once you're done. Once you think you're done. You know, whether you're done or not is up to your own discretion. Let's see, but I need my... Oh, here's another thing. In there, and where... This place is a lot bigger than I thought it would be. Okay, where's the incinerator? There is an... Yes, there is. Okay, it's over here. There's the incinerator. We throw the trash in here. It incinerates it. And that's what we have to do. Just put all the trash in the incinerator. And make sure there's no blood and guts and shit on the walls. We got... The game says that we can do this within an hour and 30 minutes. I think it's probably going to be like 2 hours and 30 minutes, but whatever. Okay. Are there living people here that you get to give first aid to? No. There are first aid stations, like this one. It doesn't have... Okay, let me do it right now. Let's go ahead and grab a first aid kit. You know, first aid supplies. Next to this little thing. Pick it up. And then you put it in the first aid supply box thing. There you go. Close it. That's what you do with the first aid supplies. You put it in the first aid supply container. There's no actual you can have co-op here. You can have people helping you. Multiplayer stuff, but no, there's no actual live humans that you need to heal. There's no one alive in general. Other than you. Okay, I don't like it down here. It's dark, cold, and the smell. Ay, hijo de puta, the smell. Okay, well, this guy was Hispanic. What's his name? Gonorio. I need to like make my game's resolution. Okay, hold on. Let me try something. If I increase my game's resolution, like 1600 by 900. Yes. Keep the. Okay, hold on. I need to do something here. No, wait. Help! Task manager. Okay, let me... Wait, no, I said task manager, damn it. Alright, I'll put it back over here in this window. Now... Okay, did that mess up like my game? Does it still look like it's the right resolution? Yeah, it still looks fine. Okay, so the stream is still fine. It's just I needed the game to be bigger so I can see better. Oh my god, the buffering! I might have to throw my questions here and watch the archive instead. Ow. Well, that's very unfortunate. I'm sorry you guys over there are having so much trouble with buffering, but there's so much I can do. Anyways, what does this say again? Okay, again the pipes are broken and I have to fix them. Me always. It's not like I'm the only one who can do this, but I'm the only one who works. Something is in here, I'm sure. I've seen eyes, heard scratching. I know the eyes. Siempre los ojos malevolentes. Okay, always the evil eyes is for that. Thankfully, you have a Spanish speaker on the stream, me. Now, I do believe these data logs are incriminating evidence, so... Down the trash you go. I set down. Thank you. Alright. Let's just gonna put some more trash here. The logical thing to do would be to get rid of the trash first and then start the actual cleaning. Is that incriminating evidence? What even is that? I don't know, it looks like trash. Don't mess the thing. Okay. Oh, is that lore on what might have happened? Yeah, that's a neat little thing about here. Every level has its own like logs and writings about the lore that happened here. What exactly went down in this place? Maybe not exactly, but you know, a rough estimate on what went down. And also each, like, supposedly by each body that gets destroyed, there's one of these little like flash drives. And what you do with these flash drives is, you know, this J space flash drive, you turn it into a machine and now you record it. The deceased person here. So now we know. So now the computer knows that I found out that J Spade is dead, which is important because that's the game completion stuff. I mean, I can't do anything about J Spade being dead, but I can tell you that he is. Okay. Are these levels references to actual games? I don't think so. I mean, it certainly looks like any of this could be like a Doom or like a Quake level. So there's definitely inspiration, and there is a Shadow Warrior DLC where it's like an aftermath of a Shadow Warrior battle. But other than that, I don't think there's actually like explicit game references. But there are fan-made levels. Those might actually have just straight references, or just B levels with messages in them. Anyways. So, Lieutenant Rodney Steele, Danger Man. Primary objective, find your way through the waste sectors. Secondary objective, endanger the neighborhood. What the Okay, the waste sector is the only way through the labs. Reports indicate that the alien life forms may have been nesting in this entire sector. Exercise extreme caution. Reach the outflow pumping station and access the labs. Can't really do that anymore. Alright, so let's just put that in the trash. Here's Mr. Peter Wankopopolis. Wankopopolis. Okay, sure. Mr. Wankopopolis, you may have a fun time in there. Is this the flash drive here? What is this? Oh, it's a bullet case. That's a monster. It's not a person, that's an alien creature here. Ah, whatever. Let's see. I guess the logical thing to do now would be to grab this. Is there any other trash I should be aware of over here? Probably. Yeah, there's a bunch of other trash in here. Okay. Let's see. Anyways, I guess now that we've established the game's rules and gotten situated here, I guess it's time to start discussing what I've done over my streaming break. Get the fuck out. Thank you. Okay, yeah, well, definitely need to watch the stream archive on YouTube. I think I might have had my computer on too long too. Yeah, that's definitely something you should do. Turn your computer off every once in a while or restart it. Otherwise it'll like mess up. Can I not crouch? Okay, fine, I'll move stuff out of the way first and then... well, wait over there. Okay. Physics. Would appreciate it. Didn't do that. Okay. Where's the... I just had some trash on me. Can I not pick this up? Can I not pick this up? Oh my lord. Anyways, if you're still watching Geonamic, before you go, I do know that at the end of the stream we're gonna have, we're gonna show off what games I'll be playing next week. So if you're interested in finding that out tonight, then, you know, make sure to, maybe attempt to tune in like 2 hours or so. But if not, that's okay. You can just watch them on the stream archive, which hopefully won't get muted. I don't know what will happen tonight. But, did I actually get the... I think I might have gotten chips in there. Alright. Any more trash around here? No. So, what did I do during my streaming break? Let's not run while we hold this thing. Before I do that, let me get my... my bottle of water here, because I'm getting kind of thirsty. Talking so much. It's been a minute since I last streamed, so naturally I'm gonna get a little bit thirsty here. Okay, close that. No need, but can. Is there a flare in there? Oh, there was a flare in there. That's what it was. Ah, well, whatever. So anyways, as I mentioned before I started my my streaming adventure, there's something on the water. There's probably trash down here, actually. Oh yeah, there's a toilet thing. So actually, not before before I started my break, I had mentioned that I was going to start on like my Fate catch-up adventure of just watching like all of the Fate series, or at least all of the important Fate series, in order to be able to watch the upcoming movie. You know, Fate Stay Night, Heaven's Feel 2 Lost Butterfly, which is coming out next Thursday. Pretty freaking close. So yeah, we'll take care of it. We'll go into that once I'm done with the Fate conversation, but for now, alright, I'll check back in about 2 hours for something that I couldn't hear because of buffering. Okay, anyways, I'll throw some questions for you to answer whenever you want. Alright, go ahead and throw me those questions, but for now I'll go ahead and start with the Fate thing. So yeah, I started, you know, like, originally I was gonna watch, like, because I didn't know the movie. like that movie was coming out so soon. Originally, I was just gonna watch the Fate series like literally one episode at a time, like just like start with Fate Stay Night and then just watch one episode per day, and then the next day watch another episode. And I was like, all right, so if I go at this pace in like a year, when this movie comes out, probably I'll be done with it. I'll be done with the whole Fate series, and I can watch that movie without regrets. Because I kind of wanted to watch it. Because here's the thing: watching anime movies on an actual theater is just fucking cool, man. Like, going to a theater in general is really fun. Because the big screen and the loud noises and all that, that's cool. But with anime movies in particular, it's like appealing to such a niche audience, such a specific audience. Like when you go to watch like the latest Marvel movie or whatever, there's people in it that really wanted to watch the movie, but there's also like a bunch of people who just like said, okay, let's just go watch those movies that day, and whatever. But then you got then you got people in the watching an anime movie. Those people, they really actually wanted to watch the movie specifically. And let me read this before I proceed here. Junior executive janitor, I finally reached the waste disposal sector in hopes of having a respite. The things I've seen while fleeing, truly typical of these bastards. I've done only what I had to do. People won't understand. I don't care either way. Screw them all. I plan to make it for the docking area and hopefully stow away on the next ship off the station. They must never find me. I said never find. Get the freaking paper in there. There we go. Okay. But yeah, watching movies in an actual TV is great. I mean, not on TV, on a theater is great. I did it with My Hero Academia 2 Heroes and with Dragon Ball Super Broly. So it was just such a cool experience that I wanted to just pretty much any opportunity that I get to watch an anime movie on theaters, I wanted to take it. So that's why I started the whole Fate journey. But then I came to find out that the movie, the new movie was coming out on March 14th. And I found that out on February 14th. Then I realized that I don't have a full year with leisure time to catch up with this franchise. I have like a month. Exactly 1 month to do that. So my process was highly accelerated, and I basically embarked on a quest to. Okay, this is useless. This is broom sucks. Okay, yeah, I started a journey to watch like the entire Fate series in like 1 year. I mean 1 month. And I did. I actually managed to watch all the important, like, story-heavy Fate series between last month and this month. So I started with which, by the way, that's a lot of fucking heavy. I've basically done the equivalent of like watching like almost like imagine watching what's the good comparison? Like the original Dragon Ball. Like all of the original Dragon Ball in one. Okay, maybe not that much because Dragon Ball is like 160 episodes or something like that, but still, like, I've watched, I want to say, at least 100 episodes of Fate content in the past month. It's a lot. It was a very endearing journey, I guess. I suppose. I don't know. But yeah, so I would Fate Stay Night, which is like, the main one, the one that started it all, the one that people tell you not to watch it because it's horrible. I didn't think it was that bad, but it definitely shows its age after you compare it to the other things. I then watched Fate Zero, I watched Fate Unlimited Blade Works, I watched Fate Apocrypha, I watched that one too, Fate Extra Last Encore, and I I watched a couple of OVAs in between, and I watched the first Heaven's Feel movie. Again, all of that in like a month. And after all is said and done, I will say that my overall thoughts on the Fate series aren't quite as amazing as I was hoping they would be, considering the extreme hype for this franchise. I was thinking, I was imagining that I was going to be seeing some just like incredible masterpiece works, but in reality it came out to be like I want to say bad. I don't even want to say that it wasn't like good. It was good. It just wasn't. I guess it's more like it wasn't for me. I have my own kind of tastes and, you know, what I like and don't like, and, you know, as I've grown older, I've become stricter with what I do like. And let me get some water, because holy shit, I'm talking a lot. And yeah, overall the Fate series was enjoyable for sure. Just not like, I wouldn't put it as like one of my favorite franchises of all time. At least not right now. I wouldn't. Maybe open for further consideration, or maybe after this movie comes out, it just turns out to be so amazing that I'll change my mind. But for now, the Fate series as a whole is good. I enjoyed it, but it's not the kind of stuff I watch all the time. And why is that? It's because Fate is a very story-driven, but also very like what's the word? It has a lot of philosophical babble. I mentioned that in one of my earlier streams, and I'll mention it again over here. There's a lot of characters that just like to talk about ideals larger than life itself. They're just talking about all of this weird... Oh, hi, an Easter egg. An actual Easter egg. Alright, we'll just keep it there. You know, they talk about this weird ideals. It's like what it means to be human, what is mortal, and all of that was weird. Physics, please. God, what was that? My egg's still here? Okay, my egg's still there. Anyways, yeah, ideals, logics, and all sorts of weird stuff that normal people don't relate to. You know, you and me. You know, whoever you may be, you and me would not relate to the things that Fate characters like to talk about, because it's just impossible. They don't even like for a second try to keep things normal. So it makes a lot of the characters in the Fate franchise in general kind of difficult to relate to. But it's still enjoyable. I think one of the best things that Fate has going for it is the animation quality, mainly with like, and it works by Ufotable, like Fate Zero, Fate Unlimited Blade Works, and the Heaven's Feel movies. Those are amazing just to look at because of how ridiculously high the animation budget on the Fate series is, by Ufotable specifically. It's like, I don't know what sorcery these people managed to do, but those series just look so amazing that it's I would dare say that it's worth to watch the Fate shows just for the animation quality alone, and the environment art and just how it looks like. It's just really, really pretty to look at. But the story itself is going to be a little bit difficult to deal with. A lot of the characters are like well-written characters that fit the story, but they're not likable characters a lot of the time. Like, you got a lot of... the series has a lot of villains that are not charismatic villains. They're more like just so ridiculously evil and assholish that you can't even process the idea of liking them. they're just not likable. So yeah, I think that's a problem with the Fate series. Got a lot of these likable characters, and the like. It's time to get clean. Hello, welcome to the stream. We've been cleaning for a little bit here, but you haven't really missed too much. I'm just talking about my Fate adventure here. But yeah, Fate is definitely worth it to watch for. You know, Ufotable's works are worth to watch just to see them, because again they look so nice. What else? When it comes down to the story, it's really hard to get down with the story because again, there's a lot of. The way I would describe Fate is that it's a very ambitious, well-written story that is written by a very ambitious, well-written idea that is done by like a lunatic, by a madman who has no control over over like stories, or like what kind of control he should have with the story. Like Nasu, the creator, he's you know, bless his heart, he's trying his hardest here, but he's also got so many weird, ridiculous plot twists that he pulls out of nowhere that it's kind of hard to like take the Fate plot seriously a lot of the time. Let's see, I was afraid there's going to be another hand simulator game. Glad to say that's not the case. No, we're actually cleaning here. Yeah, so there's definitely things about Fate that are worth looking into, and things that are kind of difficult to look into. Now, if we're going down to specific ones, I would say that if you yourself want to get into the Fate series, the main things to keep in mind is the Fate Stay Night, you know, stories. You can there's the original visual novels if you want to do that, but that's like 100 hours of your time. I don't want to do that. You don't want to do that either. That's way too much work. Well, let me get some water before I proceed here. Let's see. But yeah, Fate Stay Night, the original one. Though I guess you could, I think you could almost skip that one at this point. Honestly, after seeing Fate for myself, I'm like, I can see why you would want to watch this, but I can also see why you wouldn't want to watch this. I will say that Fate Stay Night gets a lot of flack for no reason. It's really not that bad of an anime, especially compared to, you know, some real garbage out there. Like it's almost considered to be like a garbage show, and it's really not. It's not as good as what came after. Oh, I am getting progress in an achievement here. It's really not that bad. It's just, you know, compared to what came after it, it just stood no chance. But it's alright, and it's very fundamental for setting the for explaining the setting of Fate. Got a flare here. Did I just turn that on? I don't really want to deal with that flare. I got an arm here. Okay, let me put this arm. I'm holding a hand with my own hands. Funny. Anyways, but yeah, Fate. There's the original Fate Stay Night. There's Fate Zero, which is the prequel. Though Fate Zero, I almost don't recommend watching it because it's just. It's not even an emotional field trip. It's just a tragedy. Like, so much bad shit happens in Fate Zero that is not balanced by like good events. It just makes you feel bad. Basically, that's Fate Zero in a nutshell. There's so much. You know, it's like so many character deaths and so much bloodshed and so much just sad stories and angry stories and all of that, that you're not gonna have a fun time with Fate Zero. It's a good story. It's well made, but it's not fun. That's important to keep in mind. There's, but yeah, after that it's Unlimited Blade Works. That's probably one of the most popular ones because that's probably the one that has the best animation quality, not counting the movies that's coming out. Again, because that was, I mean, like, Fate Zero was also made by Ufotable, but Fate Stay Night, I mean, yeah, Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works is the one that, like, they really pushed themselves with that one. But again, it's also, story-wise, it's maybe not quite as depressing as Fate Zero was, but it's still like a mess. It's an absolute mess to watch the story, try to understand the story on that one. Like, you can understand it, they do explain it, it just doesn't make sense. Like, you really have to accept that it's fantasy and it's not meant to be... It's not meant to be taken to make sense in, like, real life terms. Which I'm usually not okay with that sort of writing. Like I think there's a certain point where, like, writers have too much freedom with fantasy. Like, they will just come up with whatever nonsense plot twist they feel like they can because of because hey, it's just a fantasy world. You don't. It doesn't need to make sense. It's just, you know, whatever. And I don't really like that. But Fate does that a lot, so that's something definitely to keep. If that's something that you like, that's fine. There's no problem. I mean, we played Xenosaga. We played the Xenosaga franchise in this channel. We're used to that. We don't necessarily like it, but we're used to it. But, you know, if that's something that sounds like it's right up your alley, then you probably really like Fate. But again, it is not a franchise for everyone, so keep that in mind. What have you been collecting? Bullet casings, cigarette butts, severed fingers, mainly bullet casings. That's what it is. Because as you can see, there's a lot of bloodshed here, and there's like demon, like monster parts in here too. So that was definitely a bit of a kerfuffle here. So we're trying to clean that up. But anyways, yeah, that was that. And so at this point, so far, like I've been watching all of these Fate shows, and I also watched in between watching those, I watched Fate Extra Last Encore, which you would think is an adaptation on the game Fate Extra that's for the PSP. It's not. It's actually a almost like a rewriting, like a retelling of that game story, and it's not a very good one at that. This isn't gonna fit. Let me just take this thing by it. Please, thank you. Alright. Yeah, it's not a very good one at that. I don't recommend watching Fate Extra Last Encore unless you really, really like Nero, the character Nero. Because that's pretty much all you're gonna get. That would be the only reason to watch Fate Extra. If you just like Nero so much that you don't care to watch a bad story as long as you get to see her. Let's see. I disagree. I very much like my fantasy series to make sense. Maybe I'm more of a fan of low fantasy, but I like it when a fictional universe has its own rules and sticks to them. Oh yeah, that's what I meant. I like it when they do that. And Fate doesn't do that at all. Fate is so liberal with, hey, it's a fantasy universe, we can do whatever the hell we want over here, that again, a lot of stuff in Fate doesn't make sense because again, it just doesn't think it has to make sense, and I didn't like that. That was my main gripe with the Fate stories, that it's too liberal with its uses, with its use of fantasy. Like it's got its own rule. Like it's fine to have a fictional universe that has its own rules. That's perfectly okay. But Fate takes it way too far. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, Fate doesn't even stick to its own rules most of the time, so that's something to keep in mind. But anyway, yeah, Fate Extra Last Anchor, it sucks. Just don't watch it. Play the Fate Extra games on PSP. Except don't, because those are apparently kind of just not that great either. Basically, if you just want Nero and the Fate Extra characters on your live, go to Fate Grand Order or the Fate Extella games, not the originals. Okay. Well, this game made with Source Engine. It has a very Half-Life feel to it. It was made with Unreal. But you're right. Jonabik actually mentioned that this looked like it was made with like it was the Half-Life universe too. So I guess that's a common consensus here. Let's see. Let me put this over here so I can see the bullet casings better. Yeah, that was Fate Extra, and then Fate Apocrypha was the last one I watched, not counting like OVAs that I watched in between. It was my favorite one because it wasn't so focused on the story and the philosophical nonsense that Fate is so ridiculously attached to, and instead it just wanted to be like a cool war story between two like sets of servants fighting each other for the Holy Grail, which is great. Like, it was just so much less talking, more fighting going on in that show that it made me like it the best, and it had just really cool characters too, and despite the animation not being done by Ufotable, it was made by A1 Pictures, and they still did a fantastic job, mainly with like the special effects and the sound design and all of that. So Fate Apocrypha was really good. That's the one that has a Stolfo in it. That's the one with the pink-haired boy that looks like a girl character that you probably have most definitely seen at some point in the last year or two of your internet life. Anyways, so yeah, I guess the first few Fate shows weren't too much of my liking, but Fate Apocrypha was really good. So then again, Fate Extra Last Anchor also came out last year, and that was terrible. But anyways, then I also watched, again as I mentioned, the first Fate Stay Night Heavensfield movie. And that shit was amazing. Again, there's 3 of them. The second one's coming out in a week. And the first one, I was blown away watching that movie because, again, of the incredible, absolutely mind-blowing animation quality, and the fact that because it's a movie trilogy rather than a 24-episode series, the pacing is basically perfect. Like it knows it has like just the right amount of time it needs to tell the story, you know, concisely and, you know, thoroughly, without having to put in a bunch of filler to make up for all the like extra time that it has. So each movie seems like it's going to be about 2 hours long. Like the first movie was 2 hours long. This second movie is coming out as 2 hours long. And I'm guessing the third and final movie will also be 2 hours long. So, you know, 2 hours long per movie. 6 hours total. That sounds pretty good. That's a pretty good time. That's a 12 episode series, but told through movies, so it's just better. And then Fate Stay Night Heavensfield itself, like the story of Heavensfield, is a lot. It's a lot. What's the word I'm looking for? It's so different and so radically. Yeah, just different, radically different from the other 2 Fate stories, that it's just impressive. It's kind of impressive how it plays out, how surprised I was over the plot twists that were going on in there, and it was just great. Gordon Freeman's early year as a minimum wage janitor before earning his physics PhD. Yeah, this is a Half-Life prequel if you want to look at it that way. But yeah, Heavensfield. That movie itself, like, almost just for Heavensfield alone, I feel like like the Fate journey was worth it. Because again, that movie was so good. The first just the first movie of the trilogy is so good. And you get so much more out of watching that movie if you build your way up to the story beforehand. That you know, it made it worth it. So yes, I definitely will. Jesus Christ, the physics here are just. Anyways, yeah, but yeah, I definitely will go watch the movie when it comes out in like a couple of. In a couple days, and then I'll definitely keep my eyes out for the third movie once that comes out. It's coming out in Japan next year in 2020. So for us in the States, it's either gonna come like late 2020 or 2021. So plenty of time before that one we get to see that one. But still, you know, I'll definitely keep my eye out for it. So have you found another Fate fan on stream yet? I hope so, because I can't contribute much to this topic. No. You and Dynamic are the only ones that have been in here. But we're almost done with the Fates conversation, don't worry. Anyways, so yeah, that was my adventure watching the Fate series. I still have to watch a couple of the spin-off ones, like mainly the comedic spin-off Fate series. It's like Carnival Phantasm and Cooking with the Emiya Family. I think that's what it's called. It's a cooking spin-off one. And I feel like I might actually end up enjoying those more than the main stuff because it's just comedy. I don't have to deal with bullshit philosophical nonsense. It's just straight comedy, and I very much appreciate straight comedy. But besides that, there's also the Fate Extella games. I started playing the first Fate Extella game, and I was definitely enjoying it. But I guess this can now transition into the next topic that I wanted to discuss. And before I do that, let me come over here to the chat window and answer one of these questions here. So the first question that Geonamic asks before he left because the stream was just not buffering for him. How was your Tales of Graces F playing been? Okay, so Tales of Graces F. I have to fully admit, I haven't touched Tales of Graces F in like a month, at least. Like the last time I mentioned playing Tales of Graces F on one of my Tales of Legendia streams was the last time I played Tales of Graces F, as of today. And again, this goes back to the whole itch issue that I mentioned, where I never feel like finishing a game. I only ever get an itch to play a game or a kind of game. And in the case of Tales of Graces F, I had my itch to play Tales of Graces F like a year or two ago. So I started it. And then, you know, I got like a couple hours in, and then the itch stopped. And once the itch stops for me, that's it. I am like unable to play a game anymore. No matter how much fun I was having with it, no matter how invested I got in the story, I'm gonna need to get an itch again in order to be able to play it, or be streaming it. Because, you know, if I'm streaming a game, I need to deliver. Because it's not just me anymore. It's the audience that's expecting me to finish the game. But if it's just me by playing the game off in my own time, it's not gonna happen. Like how do I explain this itch any more than I already have? Okay, so you know, in horror movies, when like the two dumb teenage young adult characters are having sex in the middle of the woods, and they're just having a great time, and they're doing it, it's like the beginning part of the movie or whatever it is, and then, you know, as like in the middle of them having sex, like the killer, the murderer, the monster comes in and just kills them, and it just abruptly stops everything that was happening at that point. That's basically what it's like with me when my gaming itches stop. Like I'll be having a great time playing a game. Just you know, highly invested in the story. Couple hours, like, you know, 10 to 15 hours in. There's absolutely no reason for me to drop that game at that point. And then my itch to play that game stopping abruptly is basically that. It's just boom, done, it's over. Nope. It just like pulls me immediately out of the experience, and I can't do anything about it. It's ridiculous. Okay. If you've been keeping up with Jim Sterling's videos, you're aware of how more and more modern games are designed to be time and money sinks. Yeah, it's that's definitely not helping. Modern games are such unbelievably that's an interesting light effect. Anyways. Yeah, unbelievably consuming time and resource consumption games. I can't be dealing with that. That's why I have a very specific kind of games that I like these days. It doesn't include a whole lot of the new stuff coming out of it. God damn it, okay, whatever, I'll just have to get a new one. But yeah, so unfortunately, yes, I have done absolutely no progress in Tales of Graces F. It's very unfortunate. You think we're about to see a trend in the industry where developers make cheaper, shorter games? That's basically the indie industry. The indie gaming industry is making the games that that people really are willing to put their that people not just are willing to the games that people actually have the time and money to play and buy. Because the AAA gaming industry is expecting like impossible resources from the players. It's too much. Yeah, I guess that would be it. However, anyways, back to the itch issue. I have tried to brainstorm a couple of possible solutions with the itches. The main thing I have come up with is that I've pretty much accepted that when this itch happens, I will not be able to finish any game that's like longer than 15 hours. So like JRPGs or like big adventure games, they're not gonna happen. I'm gonna need to go grab some more water once I'm done here. Anyway, yeah. Those kinds of games are absolutely just not gonna happen if I have to deal with an itch for them. So like, again, Tales of Graces F, Tales of Cilia, freaking Middle Earth, Shadow of Mordor, in any other like games that I have started or want to start because of an itch and those games are long, I'm not gonna be able to finish them. So I need to refrain myself from... Oh no. God damn it, body parts. Okay. Give me an actual trash thing. There we go. Yeah, no long games for me when I'm having an itch. Unless I'm only gonna play it enough to get a first impressions on it. Like I'm willing to do that. I know I'm not going to get like I'm not going to build up the motivation and investment to finish the whole game, but I'm willing to play it just for like an hour or two, like just to get a first impressions view on the game. That's basically what I ended up doing with Fate Extella. I played the game for like 2 hours. I was like, all right, this is pretty cool. But I still have a bit of an itch to play it, but I'm gonna do my hardest to fight that itch off and play this game when I'm ready to play it. aka probably on a stream. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can just keep my long games to streams. Because I don't think I'll be, at this point in my life, for some reason, I just don't think I'll be able to play, you know, long games on my own time anymore. Some stupid fucking... God, not again! Ah, give me a thing. Jesus. Have you considered a roguelike game? Those, I found, can be good for quick play sessions, and they're addictively replayable whether you win or lose. State Spire has been making waves for a while now. Yeah, roguelikes would definitely be a good idea to play, but I have to... This thing, my itches are like very specific. Or they can be. Like... Okay, no, my gaming itches can go from extremely specific. Like... I specifically wanna play like say Resident Evil 5 with you know, yeah, like specifically want to play like Resident Evil 5, or the itch can be extremely vague and say, I just want to play a first-person shooter. Doesn't matter what it is, doesn't matter what genre, what subgenre of first-person shooter, just as long as I get to hold a gun and like point and shoot at things, my itch will be sated. I don't control the itches, they just happen. It's ridiculous, I hate it. But let's see, aka the niche itch. That might not actually rhyme. Well, you can make it rhyme. Anyways, yeah, those itches can get really specific. So when I have an itch for a long game, like a specific long game, I will allow myself to get a first impressions on it, and that's it. Now generally I only get itches for new games that I haven't actually played yet. So, you know, there's that. But they could of course happen for games that I have played before, and I guess that makes things a little bit easier. Because the other thing I'm willing to do with my itch is to actually play short games. I'm gonna try to keep my gaming itches down to only short experiences, you know, like platformers or short action adventure games that I can finish, I can reliably finish within like 12 hours. For example, I just started playing Ratchet & Clank A Crack in Time, Ratchet & Clank Future A Crack in Time. Having fun with that one. So far it's pretty good. I still have an itch for it, and that's a game that I know I can probably finish. You know, like within a reasonable amount of time. So there's that, and once I get the itch for like a specific long game, like say I want to play Horizon Zero Dawn, oh no, I need to desperately play Horizon Zero Dawn. Okay, play for like 2 hours, get a first impression on it. Cool, alright. Delete the itch, move on to something else. Okay, so if you get an itch for a 60-hour game, you've already lost, yeah. So again, when I get an itch for a long game, just do my absolute hardest to keep my playtime down to a first impressions playthrough. Not playthrough, just a play session. And then call it a day. Can I please not be stuck in this machine? Alright. Okay, have a go with some NES Online games. I just sat down and burned through Super Mario Bros. 2 in one sitting, which was unexpected because it gets pretty hard at times. Yeah, that could be a fun thing too. I know NES games are pretty short, generally speaking, so that's a decent enough idea. Let me get some water while I'm here. I'm definitely gonna have to go get some more water sooner or later. Okay, but that's my itch situation. Again, Any like long games, I'll just try to save them. I'll just try my hardest to save them for when I get to stream them. And otherwise, just keep my like personal gaming time to short games, or also infinite games, games that don't have an end. For example, I've been playing. I played a little bit of Paladins the other day, and it was fun. I don't feel like playing Paladins every once in a while, and I know I can just drop that game whenever I feel like, because it's not like a game that I actually have to beat or finish or anything like that. It's just an online multiplayer first-person shooter. I can start that game and stop that game whenever I want. I feel like MMOs are in that same category. I can just start an MMO adventure whenever I want and then end it whenever I want. I don't need to get as invested on it, despite what AAA companies want me to do. No, I don't actually want to get that invested in your game. I want to be able to stop it whenever I feel like. Okay. If quality weren't such a gamble, I'd recommend Itch.io to you. Yeah, I know some people have found some pretty cool stuff on Itch.io, but I'll save it for maybe I'll try it out one day, but it's nothing urgent. Okay. Now, drawing itches, that's a completely different story there. When I have an itch to draw something specifically, and then that itch stops while I haven't actually finished the drawing yet, that's actually something a lot of other artists deal with. It turns out it's not just me, it's just like a lot of people have this problem where like they start a new project, even though they have like 50 other projects they haven't even come remotely close to finishing yet. But what else can I do about that one? That's just kind of how it is. Alright, I'll try to come up with a solution for it, I guess, but I think the only thing I can do with that one is, hey, don't stop this project, actually finish it. And I just have to keep telling myself that until I actually start doing it. Alright, let's see. Now, of course, it would be much more easy to deal with if I had more time to stream. But, well, I guess before I move on to that one, speaking of which, is this an infinite game? Almost feels like the trash is reappearing. No, it is not reappearing. There's a lot of trash. It's expected that you can take about anywhere between an hour to 3 hours, or even more, per level. But no, it is not an infinite game, and there is a like a Steam workshop for this game where you can download custom made levels. So you know we can get that, and get in there. There you go. And that is definitely, you can definitely play this game for a long time if you want. I mainly just like playing this game when I have nothing better to do at that precise moment in time, and I just want to play a little relaxing game. Like, despite the gore and violence and everything that you see around you, this is a relaxing game. You just clean around. It's fun. It's fine. Okay. You know what? That's exactly what happens with me when I'm making music. I can't stand it when a project takes more than one day. It's very hard to recapture that specific creative energy a second time. Yeah, like, most of my drawing ideas, like, I will definitely want to draw this thing for one day. But I know there's no way in hell I'm finishing this project in one day. So, that's where a lot of my unseen, unfinished projects come from. Just my desire to do it for one day only, and then once that day is over, it's just as it. Also, that's an ass, or whatever. Let's not keep grabbing it. Is there anything over here? Yeah, bullet casing. Okay, before I proceed here, let me go back to the questions that we had previously. Alright. Second question by Jonamic. What's your what's your Void Elsword main class and IGN? I've got my level 99 anemo's named Talonstorm. What a name, huh? Would it be alright if I send your friend invite on the off chance that we're both online? Sure. You can send me a friend invite whenever, but I haven't logged into Void Elsword in a bit, so I'll have to go back in there and decide what my main is. Because that's the situation. And my last question is, what would you think of a more serious story for Elsword in order to fix it? That's how my redux for the game's plot will end up being, but I can understand why it might sound off-putting. I'm all for a more serious Elsword story. But of course you gotta keep in mind, I guess the main thing is that you gotta keep in mind that Elsword is made as an MMO to be, you know, like Elsword is supposed, like any other MMO, is supposed to have an infinite story. You're supposed to be be able to take that shit and just expand it infinitely, so that they can keep making content and keep adding new characters and keep making revamps and adding new maps and all of that, so that people keep playing the game forever. So that's how MMO stories are built. But if you actually, you know, if that wasn't the case, you could actually just make a story of whatever you want to do it. You don't have to follow certain restrictions or anything. It's just, you know, do whatever you want. I feel like also writers could make something beautiful if they really wanted to set their mind to it. Get in there. I know you have an extra arm. I don't get in the fucking. Okay, what? Come on. Maybe if I do this. This Resident Evil monster in. Oh my god. Okay, whatever. Just bring him by himself. Alright, I'm not really sold on this game. It's so similar to real life work that I don't want to touch it personally. Yeah, I can. This is also a game that is not for everyone, I suppose. I personally really enjoy my time here, but you know, if it's not for you, then it's not for you. I've definitely come to accept that about a lot of things, no matter how popular and highly praised something is. It doesn't mean that you have to like it. It doesn't matter if like 2 million people say that so and so is great. If you personally don't like it, you don't have to feel obligated to like a thing. That applies to games, anime, movies, books, music, etc. You definitely do not have to like a thing just because other people like the thing. These torsos are gonna drive me up the fucking wall. Okay, get in there. The only MMO I've ever played is WoW, and yeah, the overall story has never interested me. Not now, not ever. Some of the quests were quite interesting because they can sometimes explore very unique ideas and locations, but I've never given a damn about the Horde or the Alliance. Yeah, that is how they are designed, I suppose. Now, yeah, don't feel obligated to like something just because other people like it. That's not how that works. Anyways, we gotta watch some music. Do have a music machine here. Let's just find like a spot to put this on. Sure, right here, and then sure. That'll do. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So, anyways, I was going to transition into the next topic here. So, I would definitely like to, you know, wouldn't have so much trouble with this fucking arm. Get in the fucking trash compactor thing. The tentacle and now the arm. Do not. That's there. Okay. It looks like it belongs in Splatoon. Yeah, it's got a couple of soundtracks over here. I'm surprised it took me this long to actually remember. Here, let me give you a hand. Knocks box over. God. Okay. Let's see. But anyways, yeah, I would definitely like to have more time to stream, but that's going. Next topic is going to be about real life situations, because over at my job I'm having some issues, because they're cutting everyone's hours. Not just me, not just in my store, not just in my department. Like everyone in my company, except for like managers and corporate people, of course, are getting their hours cut. They're saying that it's because there's like not enough money being made right now, not enough productivity. As the one who actually works in there and sees several customers, you know, pretty steady workflow coming in every day, even on days that are generally not busy, just fine. I call complete bullshit on that, but you know, that's not for me to go into much detail. So, yes, I've been having a lot of days off recently, against my will, but that doesn't mean I want that. And if the situation doesn't get better soon, I may have to start looking into getting another job. Not one to completely replace the one I'm currently having, but like get just work a second job on the days that they're not making me work on my current job, which would definitely mess up my my streaming schedule, my free time in general. But there's not much I can do about the situation. Like, my bills aren't gonna care that I'm not getting enough hours. They're still gonna need to get paid. So here's J. Abercrombie. So yeah, if the situation gets extreme, I'll have to do that. And you know, once that happens, my stream schedule will probably be completely different from what it is right now. I'll have to, you know, like I still definitely want to stream. Even if I had two jobs, I would still try to find out the time to stream, but it would probably be weird and different if that happens. So as of this precise moment in time, if we still have the same streaming schedule, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays at 10 p.m. But if that changes, I will definitely let you guys know. Okay. Oh, funny of you to mention that. I overheard that the Publix that just opened around here is also cutting everyone's hours. Like, some people are only coming in for like 2-hour shifts or something. Yeah, that sounds about right. I actually went to a different store than the one I work at to try to get try to see if, like, hey, if you need me to come over and help you guys out on this store, you know, like, if they don't want me in my current store and you do need help that day, hey, go ahead, call me. I'll go help you out, because you know you can work at more than one store if the company feels like they need you. Bring them sauce or something. Anyways, whatever. But they said, oh, dude, we have it even worse than you guys. We're struggling to give people weekly hours on the single digits. Like they're having a hard time giving like normal baggers and cashiers like 8 to 9 hours per week. Not per day, per week. So that's just way too much. That is unsustainable, and as such, the manager said, we've also had a lot of people leaving. Of course you have. People literally can't live with the hours you're giving them. So, I don't really want to call out the company too much, because they might even see them, I might get in trouble or something, but yeah, definitely don't do that to your employees. We work at your job so that we can, like, you know, live. We can put food in our mouths and a roof over our heads, and if you're not gonna give us the chance to do that, then we need to find a new job. Like, it's not even a matter of your company You know, I just like a single part of your company. No, the company isn't providing for the employee, and therefore the employee must look for a different company that will. Mr. Monty Brzezinski. Okay, that is without question ass, unquestionably. Speaking of unquestionably, or rather just speaking in general, I need to go grab some water. So let me take a slight break here. So I'll be back momentarily. Okay, let's go back to this. But anyways, yeah. So that's my situation with my work. So if my company isn't going to start providing me what I need, then I'm going to need to look for a secondary job or something to be able to make ends meet. Okay, it's probably enough. Go throw this away. It's always like just legs in there. Okay, so that covers most of the subjects that I wanted to discuss today, I think. Probably. Yeah. Most of the important stuff that I wanted to discuss, at least. I'll probably think of something else that I wanted to mention. Or don't leave me in the accordion room. How dare you autocorrect my emote? Oh man. Yeah, autocorrect can be a pain in the ass. Anyways, can you not? Jesus. Anyways, gaming news that have been happening lately. What, for example, hey, Nintendo just announced they're gonna be doing VR. That kind of came out of nowhere, but yeah, they made like a tweet. It wasn't like a video or like an official announcement on the website. No, it's just like a tweet. Hey, we're doing VR with Labo. So, look forward to that. And then I was like, what the fuck? Okay. Out of nowhere, yeah, Nintendo's doing VR. Now I don't think it's gonna be anything particularly serious with them. Certainly not like what Sony's trying to do with VR. Like Sony almost wants VR to be like their second selling point, but you know, us we don't really do that much. And then a level VR or whatever, yeah, I'm not expecting anything huge. Me neither for the time being. Now that said, of course, there is the Nintendo Switch's HD Rumble, which could probably enhance the VR experience further. Okay, I can't even begin pretend like I didn't think about this. The first thing I thought about when they announced VR was like, oh my god, Kenichiro Takaki, the creator of Senran Kagura, is probably like jumping in joy right now. Because, you know, Nintendo made VR stuff would probably be pretty standard minigame, fun, family fun times, whatever. But Kenichiro Takaki, like, as soon as the HD Rumble was announced. Kenichi Otake set out to try his hardest to use the HD Rumble to like replicate the feeling of skin, of you like touching a girl or whatever. And apparently he did a really good job at Senran Kagura Reflections does a really good job at using the HD Rumble to make you feel hands. So I imagine with that kind of technology, Kenichi Otake is probably looking at holy shit, we need to do something about this with VR. So you know, since the one with draconian views right now is Sony and not Nintendo, surprisingly. Can you? Okay, I'm just gonna take these legs by themselves then. Yeah, I imagine Kenichi Otake is very happy about the announcement. But let's see. Well, just imagine Metroid Prime 4 with VR. A man can dream. That would be really nice. Again, it has a lot of potential if they actually do something with it. You know, we'll see if they actually do something with it. Enhance. Oh, I was strictly just imagining the announcement image with the Joy-Cons attached to the thing that goes on your face. Quality immediate time. Stuart Koromo. Okay, we'll take care of this guy later. But yeah, I imagine, you know, first-person shooters and anything that has to do with first-person can greatly enhance from Nintendo's possible VR experience. That said, Arlo, you know, Arlo made a video about it, of course, because Arlo is the Nintendo guy, and he mentioned that VR probably won't look particularly good on the Switch because it doesn't have because the Switch can't achieve quite the graphical resolution that is needed for VR to really look good. Because VR needs to have really high resolution for it to not look like blurry and shit. The Switch, I mean, bless its heart, it's trying its hardest, but despite being the latest console, it's still graphically much weaker than the PS4 and the Xbox One, which can achieve, you know, more intricate VR experiences. Well, specifically PlayStation. I don't think Xbox is doing much with VR. They're trying to do that hologram thing, and by trying to do it, I mean, I don't even think they did anything with it. Take this light over here. Right here or something. I don't know. It's bothering me over there. You're not. So what? Is there any trash left in here? Probably, but I don't see it. Okay. Yeah, Nintendo VR. That's. I'm very intrigued. I won't necessarily say that I'm super interested, but I am definitely intrigued to see where it's gonna go. I'll keep my eye out on it. Hey, maybe who knows, if it comes out to be good enough, I might give myself like a fucking VR Labo or something. I don't know. Okay, so anything else to clean around here? I mean, there's a lot to clean, but is there anything to pick up specifically? Oh, that's precisely what we have this thing for. Yeah, this is the blood container thing. Yeah, there's definitely still a lot of. Oh wait, that's right. Okay, well let me get this thing. What you're thinking is more likely to happen? A Super Switch that improves on the hardware, a Switch Mini that gets smaller and cheaper but can't be docked, or even both. A smaller Switch that is also more powerful. Again, Arlo made a video about this. I think what's more likely to happen is a Super Switch or a Switch Pro or whatever. I personally think that's more likely to happen because You know, despite the Switch's really cool ideas, and despite, you know, being able to keep up fine for now, I know soon enough the hardware of the Switch is just not gonna be able to keep up. So I imagine that the Switch will yeah, they will have to make a Switch Pro, or, you know, just a general upgrade to the Switch's hardware soon enough in order for it to keep up with the advancing technology. And when that's gonna happen, how that's gonna happen, who knows. But I definitely expect it to happen at some point. Yeah, the Switch Mini, it's possible. I mean, they did the DS, like the mini DS tools and stuff, so that could be a thing. But well, we'll have to see about that. Okay, anyways, now we can, now that we're done picking shit up, we can start cleaning the walls here. Alright. Okay, I get dirty fast. Let's see. Yeah, this is... You thought we were done cleaning just from picking everything up? No, we are not done cleaning in this place. Not by a long shot. Okay. What other gaming news happened recently? I'm getting more speculation about the upcoming Xbox One and... I mean, the upcoming new Xbox consoles and PlayStation consoles. Mainly, it seems like the upcoming... there's a lot of really strong rumors that the PlayStation 5 will be, like, fully backwards compatible. As in, it will be able to play, like, PS4 games and PS3 games, and maybe even PS2 and PS1 games, as it should be, I feel. I don't know why they took backwards compatibility out entirely of the PS4 and, like, partially on the PS3. But I hope the fans have outraged about it enough so that Sony will stop its bullshit. Do you really have to burn the water bucket? Yes. We have to burn the bucket itself. The incinerator will burn everything. Don't worry about that. Let's see. Get some more buckets in here. I guess logically I should clean... my main priority should be cleaning close to the water dispensers and then building my way out from there. Okay, let me grab this lantern. Okay. That's not what I want. That's what I want. This wall's dirty. Well, this wall's definitely dirty. Gotta be careful with the bucket not to knock it over. That'll make a mess. Okay. But yeah, the PlayStation 5 is very likely to be, like, fully backwards compatible. And the Xbox, it seems like this wasn't even a rumor. This is like actually like almost confirmed by a, I think it was actually confirmed by a Microsoft executive that there won't be one new Xbox console, but instead there will be several, like 4 different models of the next Xbox for different audiences. Like say like an Xbox, pretend it's just like a normal Xbox One, a Super Xbox One, like the Xbox One X, and then like the Xbox One S, which is like a smaller, cheaper version. And I think they're also like trying to, yeah, apparently this May there will be an Xbox console without a disk drive. Like it will only be able to download games You won't be able to buy them put physical games in it. I would like to point out that PlayStation did this with the PSP Go. Everyone hated the PSP Go. It was a complete disaster of a console. So it was a PSP without the ability to put games in it. You know, everyone hated it. But you know, that was back then. Digital distribution is definitely getting much more popular these days. And in fact, I usually see that like a lot of games nowadays will have like an announcement that they will have a physical version. Like, you know, smaller indie games or like mid-tier games, yeah, they will make like an announcement that there will be a physical version. Whereas previously, you know, that was expected. Yeah, of course you're gonna have a physical version. How else are we gonna get the game? Yeah, that's not the case anymore. That's not how the industry rolls these days. And you know, I feel like maybe now Microsoft could actually make it work. An Xbox console that doesn't have a disk drive, yeah, in today's gaming environment, yeah, that might actually work. Okay, this is extremely dirty. Holy shit! Oh god, it is. The whole wall is dirty already. Ah, okay. I just realized your character looks like they're using telekinesis to pick things up. Yeah, I guess it was a bit too difficult to actually make them hold the buttons and everything. Didn't Steam Machine do something like that with different versions? I might have. The PSP, go to the store and buy something else. Yep, okay, consoles become much more lightweight without disk drives. I would assume so, yeah. Yeah, of course it'll be much cheaper. This Microsoft console will be much cheaper than a normal one. Okay. But yeah, then there's the most powerful Microsoft consoles that will have more games. But it also seems like Microsoft in general may not be focusing too much on making games. I mean, on making their own console. And instead they will be focusing on just making the games and putting them in the other companies' consoles. Like because Xbox Live Arcade, or no, I put that here, but like, oh yeah, I think they did announce it. Like Xbox Live games, like Xbox Live itself and some of the games are coming to Switch. Like, we are straight up going to get Microsoft games like Ori and the Blind Forest and maybe some other stuff on Switch through the Microsoft Store. And to me that just sounds insane. You know, at first it sounded insane. Like, how the fuck? This doesn't make sense. It's Microsoft. Why would they put stuff in Nintendo's consoles? But then Rich from Review Tech USA made a video about it, and they said, you know, it makes sense because maybe Microsoft doesn't even care about making the consoles anymore. Considering that the Xbox consoles generally don't sell that well these days. Like, the Xbox 360 was the last really successful console by Microsoft. Since then, pretty much everything they've done doesn't really hold up too well. Yeah, it would actually make sense if they just said, like, fuck it, we don't need to make consoles anymore if people aren't gonna buy it. So instead, just make the games and put them in other consoles. Like, there's no longer Xbox One exclusives, because any game that comes out on Xbox One advertises it's not an Xbox One exclusive, it's a Microsoft exclusive, because it will also be available on the Microsoft Store. So, you know. Okay. So there's that. Do you reckon Microsoft will meet the same fate as post-Dreamcast Sega? It's possible. I can definitely see it happening with them. And I think it might actually be okay in their case, because the Sega kind of just died abruptly. And I think Sega didn't really have much of a plan for it afterwards, so... You know, the Sega Dreamcast just kind of died, and there was no ceremony about it. But Xbox, I think Xbox can do something here. They got a plan, and they're gonna go through with it. And I'm interested. I'm very interested to see how they're gonna do it. Psst, Microsoft, give us back Banjo-Kazooie. Yeah, that would be great too. Freaking hell, let me get some water here. Actually, in general, I can almost guarantee you, if we are going to start seeing Xbox games on Nintendo, they know that we want Banjo-Kazooie on a Nintendo console again. They're going to do it. Like, if this whole plan about putting Microsoft games on Nintendo goes smoothly, I have absolutely no doubt that we will see Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie making their way to Switch sooner or later, or you know, a Nintendo console maybe down the line or whatever. I would instantly buy the Rare Replay collection if it came to the Switch. Yeah, that would sell instantly. I would buy that pretty quickly. That's got a lot of good games in it. Yeah, because like Microsoft has a couple of really cool games, but like not enough games for me to want to actually buy an Xbox. But if I can get these games on a, you know, on a console that I do actually want to buy or have, then you know, things change. Now it's not just a Microsoft thing. Now it's you know, I'm giving my money to Microsoft, and I'm okay with giving my... I don't really hate Microsoft too much. I did back when they announced the Xbox One, and they were being so cocky about it, so like anti-consumer about their approach to it, that it was just unbelievable. But by now they've definitely learned. Phil Spencer has been doing a much better job at... God damn it. Has been doing a much better job with Microsoft than the previous guy was. So you know, I don't hate Microsoft enough to like refuse to give them my money or something. So yeah, I'm very interested to see this. If we start seeing Xbox games on PlayStation, like that's it. Like the moment I see previous Xbox exclusives coming out on PlayStation consoles, sponsored by Microsoft themselves, that's like, yep, Microsoft doesn't want to be in the console industry anymore. They want to keep making games. They want you buying their games, but they just don't care. But they don't care how you get the games, as long as you get them somehow. So, you know, that's probably gonna be their situation. Okay, so that's the other interesting topic of discussion over there. The Switch is 2 years old now. I saw a lot of people making anniversary videos about it. I mean, that's cool. I'm surprised it's been 2 years. Kind of didn't register properly for a while that, yeah, this shit came out in March 2017. Holy shit, it feels like the Switch came out like a couple months ago. No, that thing is 2 years old now. I was like, ah, damn, that happened. But you know, sooner or later we're gonna, you know, the Switch will be even older than that. Oh, that's... If I dip my thing in here, yeah, it instantly gets dirty. Okay, so note to self: don't dip the mop in the dirty bucket thing. I mean the dirty water. Okay. Now, I can't remember ever refusing to buy a game specifically out of protest for the developer or publisher. Like, yeah, I don't buy EA games, but that has more to do with the fact that they don't interest me. That doesn't really count as a protest or a boycott. Yeah, I suppose that's the case, and I guess it's also the thing that, generally speaking, I won't hate it. Is the publisher that pisses me off, not the developer. So, like, say, EA releases, like, you know, like, I think EA were the ones that published Fe. That, like, indie game that came out last year or whatever. Fe looks kind of interesting. I would be willing to buy Fe because I want to support the developers of Fe, even if I don't care for supporting EA. Or there are a couple of games I'm willing to not buy, almost in protest or in like self, in like you know, in that kind of connotation. And one of those games is Fuse. Now, Fuse is a game that was originally going to be called Overstrike. And it's made by Insomnia Games, of all people. Yeah, Insomnia Games made a game called... They originally released a concept for a game like in E3 2011. This was a long ass time ago. And they made a concept for a game called Overstrike, and it looked like this really awesome, stylish, cartoonish, I guess shooter. I'm not sure if first person or third person, because it was just like a concept trailer, like a teaser trailer. But it looked, just from that trailer alone, it looked fucking awesome. Like, the characters looked really cool, the comedy looked really cool, everything about it just looked amazing. But Insomnia Games didn't really have a publisher for the game. Like, they didn't go to Sony for publishing, which was kind of weird. So they went to EA. I don't know why they decided to go to EA, but they went to EA. They showed them the game, and EA was like, alright, yeah, we want to publish this game. But then they did some focus testing on it. And it's like, oh, you know, they focus tested a bunch, like, back, this was back when the craze was like boring, lifeless military shooters, like your Call of Duties and your Battlefields and all of that. That was the hype back then. And because of focus testing, Overstrike was changed to Fuse. It still had the same gameplay mechanics and you know, like general story idea of Overstrike, but it was changed from like a cartoonish, stylish, awesome looking, like, you know, game that I would have loved to play to like just another generic futuristic just shooter with boring characters on it. And I played the demo. This is the second time this happens in this exact freaking wall over here. Anyways, so yeah, I played the demo of Fuse, and like mechanically it's fun. The gameplay is just fine. I might even have a fun time with it, but because of the radical change in art style, I'm not interested in the game anymore. And I, like, out of respect of the original idea of Overstrike, I don't want to buy Fuse. Because, you know, I don't want Fuse. I didn't want Fuse, I wanted Overstrike. Everyone wanted Overstrike. If you go to the comment section of any, like, uploads on YouTube of the original Overstrike trailer, the entire comment section is just filled with people being sad that it became Fuse. Like, I'm guessing even Fuse videos are filled with comments of people saying, man, why did we get this instead of Overstrike? Because again, Overstrike just looks so fucking amazing. Yeah, I think I remember there being a Jimquisition about this game. Yeah, this was like, again, long ass time ago, like 20... The original trailer came out in 2011 and the game itself, Fuse, probably came out in like 2012, 2013 or something like that. But yeah, focus testing is just, yeah. This guy could really benefit from a headlamp, I agree. This water is dirty now. Don't! Okay. But yes. That is, like, despite all of the shitty things that EA has done since, arguably a lot shittier than what was done with Overstrike, that's still the one that gets me the most. Every time I think of EA is a shitty company, Overstrike just instantly comes to mind as like, how could you do this? Like, how could you have the heart to turn to like just take out the life of a game like that? It's just, you gotta be evil to do that. I don't think anyone with benevolence would be willing to do that to a product. I refuse to accept that. So yeah, that's my story of Overstrike, and I'm thinking about it. Just physics, please stop. God. Okay. You might be making $1,000 for this job, but you'll end up paying back $600 for property damage. Okay, but Insomniac Games also is just like very good at making games that it's very good at coming up with concepts of games that I would love to play, but then they never actually make them. Again, I've mentioned before Monster Knight, the game that was originally going to be their like PS2 flagship title instead of Ratchet and Clank, and like I want to make like a thing about that, either a video or a post or something, just discussing in detail how Insomnia Games just has these two games that I would love to play to absolute bits, but they're just refusing to. Well, no, not refuse. They just didn't make them because, you know, as fate would have it so. But if they ever gave them another chance, I would absolutely buy those games in like an instant. Okay, I'm gonna trip over this lamp and I'm just gonna explode. Hold on. Let me get a new lamp. Don't break it any more than it's already. This shit's gonna drive me up the fucking wall. Oh my god. Okay, if you've seen Jerma's streams of this game, this is basically what it was for like hours. Him just failing horribly at cleaning. God damn it! And now I'm having a German stream too. Okay, fucking. Okay, let me get me a new bucket. This is where the frustration in this game can come in. This shit right here. Okay. We still got a lot to clean. I still haven't even started using the like the welding laser machine. I need to start doing that too. Okay. Clean the bucket. I mean, not the bucket. Don't. Okay, there. I just need to be on this side. There we go. I just need to clean. Don't. Okay, I think this is dirty now. Anything else that needs to be cleaned around here? Like any of those walls? By the way, the game does have multiplayer. Anyone sees this and you're interested in playing with your friends, you are able to do that. me... Can I clean that spot over there? Yes, I can. Anything else needs to be cleaned around this area? I can't actually go in there, but as long as the mess doesn't reach out of the distance of the mob, I can clean it. Okay, for real though, how much would you need to get paid to do this one in real life? Considering we're cleaning actual bodies, you know, which can which can have a lot of contamination on them, and we're also expected to keep quiet from the events that happen in here. Assuming the company pays you accordingly, you're probably looking at a couple thousands, maybe even $1 million, just from keeping secret. Just for that part alone, you're looking at a couple $1,000s, of course. Only if it's cheap ass. Only if it's cheap ass free. You get a hazmat suit, of course. Okay. Anyways, alright, we cleaned that tunnel. We got like another tunnel to go over here. Let's see. This definitely needs to be cleaned in here. Okay. Let's see. Oh, here's a body bit. You gotta make sure to take out the body parts as quickly and efficiently as you can, because if, well, let me just do it. You drop down the floor because it's a body part, it starts bleeding. And it'll make another mess that you have to clean. So make sure you take care of those. Can I clean that right? I can't because this thing is dirty. Okay, I'll take care of it later. I was talking about the prospect of multiplayer actually. How much is this game? I think it's like $12 or something. It's pretty cheap actually. Yeah, I believe this game is about $12 or maybe 15. I don't know. Can't just dispense segment. I can, but then that's another bucket to avoid not like you know, knocking over. So you can definitely put more buckets on if you want, but that's also more hazard. So I think I kind of prefer to just take it slow. Slow and steady wins the race. If you've seen Germus, if you watch Germus streams, you'll see him actually like try to handle like 5 buckets at once. And needless to say, it doesn't work out very well for him. I highly suggest watching Germus streams of Viscera cleanup detail. They are so fucking hilarious. Oh my god. I argue they're some of his best streams in recent times. Okay. Let's see. Let me try using 2 buckets. Maybe I can handle 2 buckets. It's not a. Okay, that's fine. If it spills in there, that's fine. You just don't need to spill anywhere else. I think if I did this with multiplayer, it would be hard to resist trolling people by putting buckets behind them or something. Oh, oh, you can do a lot more than that in multiplayer. You can kill your team members in multiplayer. Like, there are a couple, like, hold on. Where is it? This thing. You can kill people with that. There's a couple of explosives in here. Is there any explosives around here? Hold on. I think that's an explosive. Okay, but whatever. This is just... Point is, yeah, there are definitely ways to kill your party members if you just want to mess around with them. Why are there 2 of these? Okay, well, it doesn't matter. Let's see. And of course, This is a lot faster to do if you play with friends. Again, assuming both of you are doing your job correctly and not let's take this thing out and not messing around. You know, if you mess around, you'll make an even bigger mess, and you know you won't be done ever. But if you do are doing your job correctly, or you know, 3 people, 4 people, however many you want to have in here. Forget about the mess you made near the bucket dispenser. Yeah, I took care of that one. Okay. But let's see. Got some trash over here, but that one doesn't stain, so I don't have to worry about that one too much. Maybe I don't. Okay. Anyways, I might not do this level like 100% if we start taking too long here. Like, we've been streaming for 2 hours already. So you know, I mean, I'm definitely getting much closer to being done here, but still, it's a thing to keep in mind. Also, another thing you can do in this game that you know, before you start a level, it gives you a couple of options. You can turn on footprints if you want. Don't. Absolutely do not turn on footprints. You will regret it dearly, but you can. And I can guarantee you footprints alone will like double your cleaning time. Just because you keep stepping on blood and guts and everything, and you have to just keep like cleaning your shoes. Well, not cleaning your shoes, just cleaning your footprints. So you know. Okay. Anyways. Let's see, are we done here? I think we might be. It looks like we are. I'm not picking up any more trash to pick up. I mean, like, there is that one thing over there. Let me see if I can, like... Don't! Okay, I need to... God damn it, I knew this was gonna happen. Okay, whatever. Just get the freaking bucket in there. Okay. Yeah. I'll pick up this little trash here, pour it in the bucket. Now. Okay, well, let me just throw this in the trash now. Actually, I rescued this toilet seats from the pond over here, thinking there were going to be toilets to replace. Well, I don't see any toilets to replace, so let me just okay, fine, whatever. We'll just go a long way around. Jeez. Okay. Anyways, toilet seats in there. We don't need them. I think there are some stages that have toilets, and you can replace the toilet seats in them. Not these ones though. Okay. Actually, let me try an explosion here real quick. All right, this is biohazard. Probably, if I throw this in here, I imagine it will explode. Oh. Okay, never mind then. Hello. That's a mess. I have to. Alright. Can you clean the pool of water? No. If you dip your mop in the pool of water, it will like immediately get dirty. So don't. Now I don't think you need to clean it. You need to take the trash out of it, which I think I already did. There's not much trash in there to begin with. But let's see. Okay, just clean the inside of the thing. Okay, hold on. Oh wait, the bucket is dirty. I have to get rid of it now. Actually, I need a lantern in here. Let's see. Yeah, we've been live for 2 hours. We'll try to be done here relatively quickly. Okay. Yeah, I made a mess up there. Okay. Oh, no, it's gonna give me a meat thing. Yeah, sometimes the dispensers can give you body parts instead of... I said sometimes, not all the time. Stupid piece. Okay. You made a... Thank you. I guess this doesn't explode. Oh, whatever. The less buckets we have to deal with, the better. Can I stop making a mess here? Oh my lord. Okay. This is either great or terrible for people with OCD. Yeah, your mileage may vary. Okay. Anything else going on here? Okay. You gotta keep in mind with the ceilings too. Sometimes there's shit in the ceiling. Like for example. Okay. Let me clean the bucket and then let me just take the lantern and look at the ceiling. More stuff over here. Because I know we got like... Okay, can you... Alright. There's probably something that I missed. Yeah, like this. Yeah, this is dirty. Alright. Okay. It's kind of hard to see, but yeah, it's dirty. We need to make sure it's not. Did I make this dirty? No, okay, it's still fine. What do your other tools do? Okay, let's see. So we got the bucket over here. This cleans. I mean the mop. This cleans liquids. Your hands. You use this to pick things up when you need trash, but you can pick anything up. This is how you pick the weapon. This is used to weld bullet holes. Like what is one on here? Let me find one. There's some bullet holes on here somewhere. Somewhere. I don't know where, but... Okay, point is, if you find bullet holes, you shoot them. Weld them. This is the smellomatic, or automatic, or whatever it is. You use this to find, like, blood, stains, and trash. Like, one will give you, like, hey, there's blood in here, or there's trash in here. And the other will tell you, hey, there's blood on the walls, or like goop, to clean that up. This is your personal log. You know, you can keep track of your notes you've picked up, or whatever. And your broom. It's a broom. I'm sure it has its uses, but I don't really use it much myself. Okay, well that's your tools. What cost all this anyways? SCP? I think each level has its own story, but generally aliens gone berserk. Sometimes it's plant experiments gone wrong. This is set in like a futuristic space station, or you know, just general space travel stuff. So, you know, your characters. Characters just as like a space janitor, basically. I'm not sure how grandiose the term space janitor. Don't turn around too violently. Space janitor can really be, but that's what we're doing. Okay, so yeah, usually just things go terribly wrong, and like so. And you have to take care of it. Okay, so just dip the lantern and get through the bucket. Ay. Okay, you can get both buckets from both sides. Sometimes it's useful, sometimes it's not. Let's see. Maybe I can clean them right now. Okay. Let's see. Now, right now I'm I guess we can switch it up a little bit. Okay, hold on. So I've been down over here. So I've been using this thing for music, but what Jeremy did in his streams was he actually just started using his own music instead. So let me stop this thing. Any particular requests? Music requests specifically? I'm fine with most things, unless you want to give the copyright lock a shot. Like, you know that thing that Jim Sterling does, where like if he uses enough copyright infringements for different companies, then like his video won't get monetized, but they also can grab the advertisement for wherever it is, or whatever they want. You know, maybe I'm willing to try copyrighted music if we do several copyrighted songs, and then nobody can claim the videos copyrights or advertisements because, you know. Okay. Anyways, another game this reminds me of. Ever seen Clanker's Cavern from Banjo-Kazooie? Sure, load out Clanker's Cavern music. All right. So we got a request. Clanker's Cavern. Let me see if I can find that. Let's open a new tab. And then close all this other shit. Okay. YouTube. Give me Clanker's Cavern music. Alright, yeah, first thing is a 30-minute loop. We'll have this playing for a while. It might be a bit loud, actually. Okay, there we go. If you have any other, let me know if this is too loud. If not, we'll keep it like this. I remember this song. It's been a long time since I played Banjo-Kazooie, but I did play it. Okay. Yeah, Jeremy pretty much did this in his stream. He just grabbed music from YouTube and it's like, alright, it's just instead of playing these games like generic music, we'll grab something of our own. We'll have this playing for a little while and then I'll switch to something else. That code I needed. This mob's physics are ridiculous. Okay. It was loud, but you dropped it pretty well. You might lower a smidge further since it'll be playing for a long time. Yeah. Okay, let me grab this thing. There we go. That should be good enough. Okay. Maybe more than a smidge now that I think about it. Well, let me know how that is now. And God damn, I'm getting a new box. Alright, yeah, after this we'll switch to something else. But we'll listen to this for like what time? It's we've been recording for 2 hours and 9 minutes, so in like 2 hours and 19-ish minutes we'll switch to something else probably. Yeah, but hold on. This is fittingly silly music, yeah. Let's see. I guess as we were discussing Rare Studios and Microsoft earlier, this makes perfect sense. Let's see. I keep like making progress in my achievements, but I'm not actually getting many achievements here. Whatever. It's okay. Don't need the achievements. Alright. Let's see. Don't break it. Don't break this. Is there anything on the ceiling? I don't see anything, but I could change. Okay. The walls over here look like a mess still. Alright. Okay. Some other ideas. Grunty Industries from Banjo-Tooie. Poland from Conker's Bad Fur Day. Alright, I'll keep those in mind. Okay, this is... I might need to start bringing a couple more buckets in here. There's... I can probably use like 2 or 3 different buckets in this area. Okay. That's gonna give me one part. Catch it before it falls. That's the strategy. Let's bring like 2 or 3 buckets up there. We'll just put them in far away areas so they don't interrupt or anything in particular. I'll put like this one right here. Grab another bucket. This one. Okay. Put this one like on the corner. And I'm sure there's mods in this game where you can like just choose your own music playlist to make it play in this thing, so you don't have to like keep going back and forth to YouTube. But the YouTube strategy works fine, honestly. Okay. 3 buckets should be all I need for the time being, so... Alright. Let's see. Throw this one in a more close space. I have to admit it's starting to grow on me. Yeah, it's... Again, it's... At first sight, it's like, wow, why, oh why would you make a game where you're just cleaning? That's boring. Nobody... Gamers don't like cleaning. Why would the gamers want to clean in their games? But, after a while, yeah, it's like, okay, no, it's not so bad. It's not bad. So yeah, and it's got a strange charm to it because it's so... Again, because it's like... You're so nonchalantly cleaning this, like... aftermath of a disaster. You know, like it's nobody's business. Yeah, again, in its own way, that's kind of interesting. Okay. I hope someone modded in Mario's water cannon. I'm not sure if the modding community has gotten that far in this game, but it's worth looking into. Again, this is made with Unreal, which I'm sure Unreal has plenty of modding capabilities. Yeah, more buckets is dirty now. This one is not. Let's see. Let's see, what time is it? It's like almost 1 AM, holy shit. I might just start getting a little bit quieter here. Make sure I'm not waking people up. Okay. Let me put this right here. Grab this thing. Whatever. Okay. Thank you. It's dirty now. Switch to this one. That's why I brought several buckets. Alright. Again, this game is like $12 to $13 on Steam. It's pretty cheap. It's, I mean, it should be cheap. It's it's really not a complicated game, it's just a fun game in its simplicity. Okay. For some reason, the random acts of clumsiness are always funny. Yeah, that's... again, it's frustrating at first, but then it's like... that's just silly. Okay, let's try that again. Yeah, it can be infuriating for the wrong people, but for the right people, it's just a fun, silly time. So that's why I thought this game would also be really good for streaming. You know, it's nothing serious, it's nothing that requires all of my attention, and because of how simple it is to play, I can commentate on it just fine. Don't have to worry about anything weird. Okay. Well, it's more funny for the viewer than the player, I'd imagine. Yeah, you gotta have a good sense of humor yourself for the player for it to be, you as the player have to have a good sense of humor for it to be funny. Which thankfully I think I have a decent sense of humor. I'm sure some other people will get a lot more frustrated though. Okay, let's see, there's one more bucket there, I guess. Okay. So again, there's absolutely nothing I can do about the water. That's just dirty. But, see what else I can do here. It's great if you have a lot to talk about. I often run out of topics on my streams. Yeah, this was also a good idea to come back from a break, because I knew I would have at least like an hour worth of just straight discussion. So this was a fun thing to do in there. I think we're getting to a point where I can start using the... what is it? This thing. Okay. So this area is clean. But this thing is freaking out. Okay. So there's bullet holes in here. That's what that means. Let's grab our... alright, we can start here too. Yeah, see? There's bullet holes right here. Okay, but is there any blood? No. Oh yeah, there is. There's something in here. So what? No, hold on. Alright. Yeah, okay, I can see it in the walls. Right here we have some stains. Alright. Ironic that you fix bullet holes by shooting them. Yep. I guess we're shooting them with lasers and not bullets, but yeah, it's the point. Ironic. Okay. Anyways, let's go ahead and bring the welder. And once we're done with the bullet holes, I think we can just start doing our final checkup here. We're done with it. Now, you gotta be real careful with this thing though, because okay, as you can see, once you shoot a bullet hole, like if I shoot just a random wall, it just doesn't do anything. But if I shoot a bullet hole, it'll leave like this fire trail. So you gotta make sure to shoot it until the fire doesn't happen anymore. But you gotta be careful, because if this thing starts overheating, it will make a mess. It will start like throwing fireballs around, and that's just gonna make more like burn marks on the walls, and you don't want that. Okay. Are you waiting on time? No. You can set a timer if you want, but you can take as much time as you want if you just turn the timer to 0. You are only graded in your thoroughness. Okay, anyways, it's been about 10 minutes. Let's go ahead and switch out to a different song now here. Okay, so we played something from Banjo-Kazooie. Let's try something from... What's like a good song that I would like to hear right now? Like, I have a million songs that I like, and I can't think of any single one of them right now. Sure, let's grab something from like Senran Kagura. Why not? Let's throw in sure. Let me just see this full playlist here, and then we'll do something with it. Okay. I'll just play like these 3 songs in a row, and then we'll switch to something else after them. Am I gonna get an ad for this? No. Jesus Christ, that's loud. Okay. Alright. Whatever. It'll do. Don't play the sewer music from Tales Symphony. Okay. There we go. Gotta wait for this thing to not... Again, don't let this thing overheat. Do not let this thing overheat. You will pay dearly. Alright. I'm sure one of these is gonna get me copyrighted. Which one though? We'll have to find out. Let's see. Any other bullet holes? Over here. That's not a stain actually. What's in danger of overheating? The gun or the bullet holes? The gun. If the gun overheats, it starts like making fire. And you don't want fire, trust me. There it is. Come on. Okay. Now this we don't have to deal with a freaking like mechanical ladder in this place. Something in here. This is extremely cheerful music for what I'm doing. Or whatever, maybe it'll help me like concentrate better or something. Where is the thing I'm looking for? Is it this? Isn't that? Oh, it is that. Huh. Okay. Alright. Well, I guess that's about it for this area now. It's getting feistier over here. There's probably another bullet hole in this place. Wasn't there some surgery game on a Nintendo console with like really upbeat music? I know there was a surgery game on Nintendo called Trauma Center. Yeah, Trauma Center something, and then Trauma Center Second Opinion, I think is what the sequel was called. I know it's got like a cult following. I don't know much other than that though. Okay, I'm just gonna like do this. Okay, look, if we're not like perfectly thorough, it's okay. It's alright if we're not perfect with this thing. Let's see. This looks like a mess and needs to be cleaned. Would you like a second opinion? You are also ugly. Oh my god. Okay. Jesus Christ. I love this soundtrack, but it really doesn't fit what I'm doing. That's okay. That's okay, we'll switch to something else that was it. I had like 3 songs in particular, so we'll work with that. Okay, well, there's the bullet holes. Let's bring the thing. Yeah, we've been pretty thorough with our cleaning job so far, so as long as we don't start messing up majorly out of nowhere, we'll be, we should be okay. Alright. Anything else on here? And on here. Over here. Yeah, over in this area there's more. Is there? Oh no. Actually there isn't. Over here though. Yeah, over here. When it's closer to the entrance. And nothing in this department. Okay. Let's see. Clean the walls first. I might need to get a bucket and make sure to clean this stain because we have been cleaning a couple of stains here and there. Okay, I think that was it. Does it count the water as a source? Oh, there's blood over there. That's what it's counting. Another idea for mod, a Dragon Raider. That's interesting. Skin for your raider. Like a skin for your raider. Yeah, that would be pretty nice. Like it's instead of like a snout, it's like a dragon nose. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. Okay. See. Cleaning has never been more exciting. What are you doing? No, come back here. Okay. Let's see. Alright. Having trouble going up a ladder. Oh, the capsule core device. Oh, okay. Oh, the Dragon Raider for the like the Dragon Balls, not like an actual drag. Okay, you know what? I like both ideas. Let's have them both. Let's combine them. Let's have a Dragon Raider, but instead of the snout, it's like Shenlong's nose. Yeah, let's go with that. Alright, there's handprints over here. Alright. Just clean the walls on here. That. Okay, that's the second theme song. I got one more and then we can switch to something else. Okay. Grab my sure, let's go with this. Okay, this was a little loud on me. Let me fix that real quick. Okay, there we go. After this, we'll switch to one of your suggestions. You'll have to remind me what they were, but sure, we can go with it. Okay. Something here. On here, maybe? Don't you love when a soundtrack has inconsistent audio balance? I love it. Especially when it's by the same uploader. Okay. Okay, you know what? It's probably down here. Whatever it may be. Yeah, like behind this. Or not? Okay. Screen this. I don't know, it's something on the wall apparently. Oh, there's bullet holes right here. Okay, that's what it is. Some different ideas. However, don't you, if you don't want to scroll out, okay. I remember you just mentioned something like about Conker's Rat per day. Like Full Land, I believe. We can do that. But sure, you shoot me up some more ideas. Okay. Polluted Pump, Mega Man 10, Toxic Seahorse, Mega Man X3. Sure, those are fine ideas. I'm gonna get married to this song though. Oh, interesting. Wait, hold on, let me clean my bucket first. There we go. Okay. Let's throw, what's my... I was not expecting this in the music. Yeah, it's, I believe a lot of Senran Kagura songs are like remixes of otherwise classic songs. You know, you'll hear this kind of stuff. And everything. I love you, Toxic Waste. Okay, let's see. So I got a lot of bullet holes to deal with in here. Okay. I gotta be ready to change the song here before we switch into one with lyrics. I think that will definitely get me in trouble. It seems like lyrics are much more likely to get you in trouble than anything else. Okay, let's stop this before it's too late. Alright, so what do we have over here? Polluted Pump or Toxic Seahorse? I guess Polluted Pump sounds like a fine thing. Mega Man, Polluted Pump. Yeah, first thing, a 30-hour loop. I mean, 30-minute loop. Okay. I think we can turn it up a little bit. Okay, that'll do just fine. Lyrics are the bane of any VOD, yeah. Okay. Let's see. Got some stuff to take care of around here. Probably more bullet holes. Okay. What am I looking for? Game. I guess we just do this for a little bit. Like, if you can't see it, then just start cleaning. You might find something in here. I don't know. There they are. Okay. Okay. Apparently you can only clean one bullet hole at a time. Here you should, like, in the middle of two of them. And more in the immediately visible vicinity. Is that a bullet hole? Yeah. Okay. Alright, get the smell-o-matic. Something in here. Those. Okay, well, if it's a bullet hole we're looking for, what I like to do is just... If you see any fire trails... There we go. Okay, there it is. Is that a bullet hole up there? No. Oh, is that blood? It gets weaker. Okay, so it's definitely like in here. Is that it? I see a thing up there. I guess it's not it. sure if it's a bullet hole, one of these spaces is gonna have to activate something. Okay, I can't tell what's sustain and what's hold. Yeah, it's definitely that would be a nice change. More defined textures, I suppose. Okay. I don't think it's a bullet hole. Hey. Okay. Alright. Is there trash behind what? This is that trash? Oh, there's land right here. Okay. Whatever. Anything behind trash? Anything I need to clean? What's this pointing me at then? This laser gun, it's a scope. Yeah, is that a bullet hole on the floor to me? No, it's just textures. Okay. Does the CD player count as trash? Sure. Fucking people complain, think my mixtape is awesome. Well, here's what I think about your fucking mixtape. Okay. Anyways, let's see. Anything in this wall? It needs stains that need to be cleaned. No. So it's just something. Oh wait, I think I see it. Hold on. Yeah, there it is. Okay. I got an achievement for burning the CD player. Okay. Now your mixtape is literally fire, fam. Hey, frame rate, what are you doing? Frame rate. Frame rate. No. Don't do that. Okay. Oh, I see it. Okay. It's not really hard to spot. Let me just explore this wall real quick. Okay. I didn't. No. Where? Right here? This one? It's not one. No, it's a. Like right here, it's picking up something. Like it's like inside the walls. Okay, there's gotta be a bullet hole then. Let's see. Where? Maybe like this side or something? This idea for a mod. Make the bullet hole textures bright pink or something. Yeah, that would be great. I would highly appreciate that. Oh wait, is that it? Ow. Okay, that was it. Okay. We done here then? Looks like we are. Okay, let's just do a quick checkup before we fully finish here. Okay. Is the radio gonna pick everything up? The radar, I mean. Oh, okay, hold on, it's picking up something here. Oh, there it is. Okay. Let's grab a lantern. Okay. Okay, actually we have another one right here. Oh. No. Okay. And there's one right here. And this one. Any more? This one. Okay. Anything else? Okay. Yeah, right here. Oh, I see it. Okay. There must be rivets in the floor or something. Looks like holes. Yeah, this. They look like holes, but they're actually not. Whatever. Anything else? Okay, I think we're trash free. Taking the water, maybe? I don't see anything. I'm also keeping an eye out for Easter eggs. As in literal Easter eggs like this one. I found it in a different level, but there's one. Anyways, back in there. Okay, let's keep exploring. Anything else that I should be aware of? Oh, I think it's starting to. No, never mind. If footprints were on, would you have to mop the floor every time you exit the pool? Yes, absolutely. That's why I said earlier, do not turn footprints on. You will hate yourself. Okay, there's something in here. Alright. Is there something like behind this by any chance? Yes, there was. Hi, hi. But there's still something in here, though. Wait, no, is there? It's picking up a little bit. Okay. Oh, wait, I see it. There's a bullet hole right there. Okay. And actually, there's another one right here, too. Now are we done? Okay. Seems like it. It's almost like accelerates a little bit in here. Yeah, right here it's accelerating. There's a bullet hole right there too. Okay. Let's change the song real quick, because apparently we're going to be here at least another couple minutes. Alright, yeah, it's been on for 12 minutes. Let's pick something from, like, what should we pick? I don't know. Let's pick from Sly Cooper, why not? The Sly Cooper OST. Give me anything. I don't care. Okay, I guess specifically put Brawl, because then it'll give me like the Brawl STRM thingies, or you know, let's just put this. Sure. Sure. That's that works. I'm feeling kind of like this music fits my current mood with this fucking lantern. God damn it. Okay, Slooper Cooper. I guess it's kind of satisfying seeing a job well done so well. Yeah. Okay, I need a bucket because I need to clean the mess I just made over there. And I need a lantern too to actually see the mess I just made. And I need a lantern from over here because I don't want to walk all the way back. Okay, whatever, I'll just walk all the way back so I don't have to set all the lanterns to have all over the place. Okay, you, come here. And let's not break you in the process. Now, of course, just as much as you can clean these places, you can make them worse. If you decide to merely go into a stage and just start like breaking everything, yes, it would actually make the whole place dirtier. So you don't want to do that. Okay. Okay, let me just clean it one more time. Okay. Let's now break the lantern again. I'm just gonna take it to where I need to take it. So like right here. I just need to see exactly where the bullet hole is. It's like right there. It's just that's I don't even know where it is. I just click on everything. Just boom. Eventually I'll get it. See, I got it. There's more. Oh, it's the bucket. Okay, never mind. Don't worry about it. Get it. Okay, this thing has a bullet hole like right here. Any more? No. No. Okay. There might be something over it. Okay, hold on. Yeah, there's something in here. Up there. Okay. I wonder if only other players count as contaminants on the radar. I sure hope not. That would be really confusing to deal with. Okay. Let's see. That's fine. What am I looking for exactly? This box is out of the way. Oh. Chips. That's the problem. El Fatso crisps. The incriminating evidence I wish I'll get rid of now. Okay. Now we're done. I mean, I know it's gonna tell me that there's trash in here. Oh, no, it's burned already. Okay. Is it picking up or not? Am I insane? This was picking up just a second ago. It's genuinely surprising to see run-of-the-mill trash in here. There was plenty of trash earlier. I just took care of it. It's in the... Oh. Okay. What the... Get this fuck... No, don't open it. Get... There. Put it here. Alright. Okay, where's the... Don't knock the bucket over. Oh my lord. Okay, I'm just gonna throw the bucket away before I make another mess. Okay. Alright. Now, Well done. That was the thing right here, I saw it. Yeah, there it is right there. Okay, and then... let's see. I've played this game. I know its rules. I don't like its rules, but I know them. It's telling me something. Is that it? Aha! There's more. Okay. Alright. I think that's it. Or is it? Hold on. Honestly, yeah, that's it. How long did it take Germa to realize bullet holes were even a thing? I think the first map he played didn't have bullet holes. But in the second map, it took him a while. Actually, I believe he spent... yeah, I believe the second time, his second Viscera cleanup detail, Germa spent like, what, like 6 to 7 hours in a single level? I mean, it was a pretty big level too, but it was ridiculous how long it took him to finish that place. It is an investment if you don't want to watch it. Okay. Oh yeah, look at trash right here. Okay. I'm thinking of Germa. What was that Twitch detective video all about? I haven't seen it yet. I haven't either. Okay, but I'm sure it's great. What am I cleaning here? Still something I'm... over here? Still dirty. What's dirty? Physics? Yeah, the physics are dirty as shit, but other than that... okay, I think I got it. I didn't see it, but I got it. Let's see. Okay, one last check up around here. Yes, maybe. Is there something here or not? Again, this music is fitting, considering the insanity I'm feeling right here. Okay, this thing starts acting up over here. Is it the water? No, it's not the water actually. Gotta be something in here then. Okay. But, where did it go? There. You know what? You know what? Wait. I'm done. I think I did a pretty good job, if I do say so myself. I can't stay in Germa's chat, and the thumbnails of that video summarizes it in a nutshell. That's fair enough comparison. Okay. I think we're done with this shit. Alright. Actually, it's almost done. It's literally got like a couple seconds left. Alright. Anyways, we are now ready to perform a job well done. Please swipe your card and pull the crank. Attention, do not put gum or around it, on or around the device. Any and all perpetrators will be bumped up for reassessment. Thank you and have a productive shift. Okay. That was like in sync too. I didn't time that. Anyways, punch out Has your janitorial work here met the requirements of the company as well as your own high personal standards? I wish I could do more for my company. Give me some paperwork to fill out for the extra marks. I am proud of my performance and certain it will meet approval. I don't care. I'm done here and the union's got my back. No, I'm not done yet. I was just checking the machine. Okay. There's an achievement that says fire. What's that about? If you do a terrible job, I think you get fired. And it is just a score. It's not actually you get like your game deleted or something. But anyway, let's see. Please fill in the particulars of the IR8 form. Apparent accurately. This will serve as a company's records for your body, your conduct, and the incidents yourself. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Tick the box, and the best thing to describe is the severity of the incident that you worked on. Best day ever. No. Okay. Piece of cake. Easy, moderate, challenging, severe, painful, horrifying. I'm afraid to sleep. I browned out. Yeah, let's do our taxes real quick. Challenging. Sure. There was a shine. Work method. Please describe your method for completing the job. What was your work style? Just mop it up. Efficiency. Please tick the box that best describes how effectively you believe the job was completed. I am a cleaning god. You can't. Don't even question me on that one. Okay. Catastrophically incompetent. Okay. Incident particulars. Please tick the boxes that best describe the particulars of the law of the whole incident. Failure to answer truthfully is punishable by law. Okay, there were aliens. There were guns. There was not fire, but you know, mutations. That's possible. But I'm not gonna go with it. Military. There weren't actually any soldiers here, but enigmatic forces, maybe, but not really. Deadly fauna, homicides. Genocide, sure. Okay. But it's more like this online service restaurants constantly bug you to fill out. There totally was fire provided by you. You know what? Sure, that counts. I cleaned it, but there was fire. Personal account, add any relevance of you wish to report. Describe the day's work and any major incidents you thought about the job and or the company. Alright, let's see. Confirmed articles. Please enter the number of alien entities presumed dead on site. Like 5-ish? Estimated number of spent shell casings found on site. A lot. Like 40 at least. Maybe even. I went with 50. Just like in Animal Crossing, you can just type whatever, right? I'm pretty sure you can. This doesn't actually affect your score, it's just there for your own records. What the bullet holes found on site? Bullet holes, not as many, but like, still like 25, I'd say. Estimated amount of items incinerated. Oof, like 150 or something. That's all. I burned a lot of shit. Peer reporter, if applicable, describe the on-site work relationship with your fellow employees. Any thoughts on your colleagues? Fun viewers. Okay. Union report. Please enter your union identification numbers so I can add your no. Hold on. I believe it's right here. That one. Employee number 5931. Okay. 5931 double one. 931 228142 228142. Okay. 228142. Okay. Please fill any relevant info per your union's regulations. Your union is not exempt from confidentiality clause with the company. Okay. Deceased employees. Please fill in the employees. Now we're good. Okay. Now wait. No, I did. Oh yeah, it is. I got this. Okay. Everything is saved. Everything is. What? Did it actually delete some of the stuff I typed? I guess it doesn't like. It doesn't like emotes. Okay. There we go. Okay, there we did it. Clock off. We did it, guys. Let's see what score we're gonna get. Jesus Christ, 3 hours of just cleaning shit. Boom. Employment review. Aerospace Sanitation Incorporated. Professional Employment Assessment. Exceptional. Did a fantastic job is what I did. Okay. Fucking Employee of the Month is what I got. It's like the registration part of Monty Python and the Holy Grail, the video game. Okay. Now, of course, you don't have to do that. I just did it for shits and giggles. Okay, after gassing at the hideous mess before you, you chuckled to yourself and set to work. Whistling cruelly, you breezed through the facility's many problems, stacking objects to the cornices of your big banger. The work was quickly done, and what a fine job it was. After you made your way past some of your as yet unaware colleagues, you congratulated yourself and waited for the company's official inspection report with bated breath. Hey, got freaking Employee of the Month. My office is a mess, but you know that's besides the point. Award-winning dumbass. A janitorial employee was recently awarded for their above and beyond Call of Duty work ethic at a closed ceremony. However, upon receiving the award, they shook hands with the station mayor, completely forgetting to change or even wash their gloves. The mayor was soon covered in blood and rushed to the nearest medical facility with a nasty infection. The sanitation technician in question has since had their award stripped from them and will have to settle for Employee of the Month and our personal Bungles Award. But, I hope that wasn't actually me, but sure. Anyways, as that, there's a couple things you can do here in the office, but nothing that I'm particularly interested in doing myself, so whatever. I guess that's about enough faffing about over here. So that was the game portion of the stream. Your picture also has a coffee stain on it. That's ridiculous. Okay, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna watch the trailers of the games that I'm going to be streaming next week. Because again, we're gonna see first our Friday-Saturday stream, our Friday-Saturday game, and lastly our Sunday game. So I'm gonna go ahead and whip out those windows over here. Yeah, mute the game audio. I love my job so much I keep a crate of hazardous waste in my closet just to remind me of what I live for. Okay, well, let me whip out the browser. And let's see. There we go. We got our trailer up. So I'm gonna shut up for this one and let you guys watch it, and then we'll discuss about it, and then we'll switch to the other trailer, and that's how we're gonna do it.
There are legends that dwell within Neopia. Some are of the darkest kind. heroes must unite to fend off this evil. Neopia's biggest adventure has begun. Neopets, the darkest fairy, rated everyone 10 and older.
Okay, so the first game we're gonna be playing is, okay, let me get like a screenshot of this thing. There we go. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna be playing on Fridays and Saturdays. Our stream game, surprisingly, is going to be Neopets: The Darkest Fairy. I didn't know that what the trailer was for. I was just remembering what happened when I was showed the Dragon Ball trailer. Nah, but I wouldn't blame you if you've never heard of this game before. Neopets, you know, pretty much everyone has at least heard of Neopets. It's not. Wait, that was Neopets? Yeah, that was Neopets. Yeah, Neopets. You know, we've all heard of Neopets, even if you didn't play it or grow up with it or whatever. I didn't play it or grow up with it myself. But this game, The Darkest Fairy, it's on the PS2. And I played it for the first time not too long ago, honestly, like within the last year, I would say. And I'm not going to say it was great, but it was a lot more competently made than I would have ever expected. It was like a functional, decent, like, adventure game. And yeah, when I first played, I was like, you know what, this is all right. I was expecting literally nothing from it, and was surprised to actually see that it did something. You know, there was a game in there. There was you know, I'm sure Neopet fans would get much higher mileage out of this game than I would do, and anyone else who doesn't play Neopets would. But still, it was a surprisingly decent game, and kind of like with Scalar, I'm debating if it's actually good enough for me to keep it past this like stream playthrough or not. So that's what I'm gonna do with it. We're gonna play it on stream, and the game is like average length. You know, it's not. I said that we weren't gonna be doing any like super long games after Tales of Legendia for a while, and in fact, I can only think of one particularly long game that we'll be doing. You know, that I have planned in the future, like in the foreseeable future, I suppose. But this ain't it. Yeah, this game is like 20-ish hours, maybe 15 if you actually know what you're doing. So it's like a medium length game. It's not really a. We'll be playing it for like 10 streams, maybe. Sounds about right. Or if my friend would be interested. She was such a huge Neopets fan. She helped someone make their own virtual pet website. By all means, let her know. Hey, my friend's gonna be playing a Neopets game on PS2. It's all right. Go check it out. Okay, so that's gonna be our Friday and Saturday game. Now let's take a look at our Sunday game. I'm gonna shut up again, and we'll take a look at it. Okay, so I had to use a Japanese trailer because none of the English trailers are particularly interesting, but yes, we're gonna be playing Apescape 3 starting next Sunday. Okay, I need to see this Metal Gear Solid parody. Yes, well, that is definitely something that was actually a full trailer. That's literally just the Metal Gear Solid part of Apescape 3. But yes, I guess I'll just explain that part real quick. Apescape 3 and Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater came out like roughly around the same time. So because they were both Sony exclusives funded by Sony themselves, they did a thing. So Apescape 3 has a Metal Gear Solid like mini campaign called Metal Gear Solid, where you actually play as like People Snake. You know, it's like Snake but an Apescape monkey. And Metal Gear Solid 3 has a forest section somewhere where you get to capture Apescape monkeys. So, you know, that was a neat little collaboration that Sony did with itself. But that will be a mini game that we'll probably do like after the game itself is finished. Apescape 3 itself, however, I mentioned it several times already. It is my favorite Apescape game. It is a lot of people's favorite Apescape game. It does so. As you saw from the trailer alone, just like not only do you have a bunch of tools to work with, like in the previous Apescape games, but you also have like transformations to deal with, and the levels look a lot better. And it is an excellent game. We're gonna be. I'm very excited to play this one, and I'm very sad that Apescape 3 is still not available as a PS2 on PS4 HD remaster game. But again, I'm hopeful that the PS5, if the PS5 does actually have strong backwards compatibility, then maybe we'll start seeing more classic games get ported to that one. Nonetheless, we're going to be playing the both of these are going to be PS2 games, as you may have noticed. And the reason for that is because I actually want to start focusing. I have like a particular focus on my streams that I want to have for a while. Like, first it was just like long games and short games, but now specifically I want to see if I can get if I can focus on my PS2 library. Not PS2 games in general, like the games I have physically on my PS2. Like, yeah, I kind of just want to be done with my PS2 in a sense. Like, I'm not going to trade it in or anything, like the entire console. But, yeah, like, I just want to play all of my PS2 games. So we can move on to a different console and play the games on that one, and so on and so forth. Like, we're playing games from other consoles every once in a while. But yes, that's going to be my focus for like the foreseeable future. Just going through my PS2 games, and I can tell you right now, just by looking at my collection, that I have a couple of I have mainly like short and medium length games, but there is one more PS2 game that's going to be like a long game, like Tales of Legendia kind of long. Yeah, we have one more of those in the PS2, but the rest of it should be pretty doable standards. Like, again, in my collection, that doesn't mean I'm done with PS2 games in general, because remember, a lot of games from the 6th generation, not just the PS2, but like just that time period in general, they've gotten like HD remasters and ports to the newer consoles. Like, there's the Sly Cooper trilogy on PS3, the Jak and Daxter trilogy, Ratchet trilogy, God of War games, Devil May Cry, Resident Evil games that came out around that era. A lot of games from that time have been ported to new consoles. But I'm specifically talking about the games that I have physically on my PS2. Is it another Tales of game? That's the super long one. Well, yes, it is. There's no really point in hiding it. Tales of the Abyss is ridiculously long as well. It won't feel as long as Tales of Legendia was, because it's a more varied game, I guess. It's Tales of Legendia definitely felt pretty linear in a weird sense, but Tales of the Abyss has a lot more side quests and extra stuff to do that will make the experience feel a lot less contained and linear. But it will definitely be a long ass game. That will probably be the last PS2 game on my actual PS2 that will play on this channel. After that, I'll move on to something else. So yeah, that's the immediate plan. Is next Friday and Saturday we're going to start. We're gonna be playing Neopets: The Darkest Fairy, and next Sunday we're gonna start Apescape 3. So let me put that away now. And yeah, that's pretty much all the announcements that I had to make. I got my discussions and all of that out of the way earlier in the stream, and hopefully you guys enjoyed me doing another stream tonight. No, I'm done. It's 2 a.m. and I don't want to wake people up either, because I don't want to be too loud. Yeah, this is the only stream we're doing this weekend. Like I mentioned that I only was going to do like one Saturday's one-off stream where I would show the games I was going to be playing next. So that's what we did tonight. No streams tomorrow, so don't tune in. And then next week is when we go back to normal. Our usual Friday, Saturday, Sunday streams. Okay, so again, I hope you guys enjoyed seeing me like clean blood and alien goop for like a couple hours. And yeah, hope you guys are also excited for the games that we will be playing in the coming days. And I'm sure I'll have a couple of things to say about the new Fate movie that I'll be watching this coming Thursday. So look forward to that. Glad I decided not to eat midstream. Yeah, that would have been a bad idea. So, well, ladies and gentlemen, this has been all for today. And so here says goodbye. Hollow Play 45. Wow, my voice is cracking. Hey!